There is a world that's been addressed to you, intended only for your eyes.
A secret world, a treasure chest to you, of private scenes and brilliant dreams that mesmerize.
A tender lover's smile, a tiny baby's hands, the million stars that fill the turning sky at night. Oh, I suggest, yes, I suggest to you, yes, I suggest this is the best part of your life. There is a hope that's been expressed in you, the hope of 7 generations, maybe more. This is the faith that they invest in you. It's that you'll do one better than was done before. Inside you know, inside you understand. Inside you know what's yours to finally set right. And I suggest to you, and I suggest this is the best part of your life. This is a song, comes from the west to you. Comes from the west, comes from the slowly setting sun.
This is a song.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Good morning, Claremont Center for Spiritual Living. How are you this morning? Where are all those party people that were here yesterday? We had a good time. Yes, we did. I'm Reverend Tracy, delighted to welcome you to this Sunday morning experience of community and love and fellowship. I want to acknowledge our friends that are watching online, live or later. We're happy that you're with us. And know that wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are welcome here with us. We have some great music and a little bit of conversation and all kinds of good times coming up today. Our practitioner on platform is Nisa Burrows. Nisa will do our opening prayer and a short reading, and she's also available after service for prayer support. If you haven't spoken to a practitioner recently, then this would be a good time because everybody could always use a little bit of love. And Nisa's really good at a little bit of love and a whole lot of truth. We have music this morning provided by Reverend Drac, which is always a lovely experience. And we're going to get started with a song. So I'm going to invite you all to stand. You have the lyrics in your program for Spirit is in This Place.
We have come with
Wonderful. All right, we're going to take all that energy and take it in, because what we know is that Spirit is also right here within. So if you take a breath and close your eyes, let the sound of the bowl bring all of that joy right into your heart. For the heart is truly our sanctuary, that place where we recognize the spark of the divine, that place of love, that place of great joy. And it is from this place that we remember that you and I in spirit are all one.
And in this oneness, the joy of this oneness, the joy of our gathering here, knowing that the one life, the one love, the one power moves through each and every one here, moves through our beloved Reverend Tracy as she shares her message this morning. Each one here receiving that which is perfect here and now for each one here to receive. In gratitude for this beautiful day, for this beautiful gathering, the center of divine love in action. We are so blessed, knowing that each one here takes what they receive today and shares it in their world, in their community, this day, every day. And so it is. My sharing today is from a book by an acquaintance, Heidi Rose Robbins. She is she's an esoteric astrologer, as was her father, and she is a poet as well. So this book called Everyday Radiance has astrological leanings, and I think it's very poetical and beautiful. This sharing is called Blaze and Rest. Leo asks us to be as the sun. And what does the sun do? It rises each day rhythmically, consistently, graciously. It shines its light and offers its light to all without discrimination, without hesitation. It illuminates the dark. The sun is a great symbol of generosity. It grows what it touches. It keeps us alive. It offers vitality. I like to think about the heart of the sun, the molten lava love core, the soul of the sun. When we each act as the sun, we cannot help but shine as love, melting all separation and barriers that stand in the way of a loving relationship. When in Leo, we all have the opportunity to offer our warmth and light for the benefit of all. But what else does the sun do? We all experience its setting. It does not blaze indefinitely on one area, it rests. We experience its offering cyclically. So too can we blaze and rest. Have a gorgeous, warm, radiant day.
It's working. Maybe, would you like me to bring it down a little? Yeah, just a little bit. How's that? Is that okay? We trust that Ed and cohort can fix that back there, though. So I'm actually going to sing a song today. It's by Ricky Byers. It's called God Is All There Is. Yeah. I'm doing most of it, the main refrain and a few of the verses. The reason I picked this is because yesterday, for those of us who went to Reverend Mary's ordination, she said something that really struck me. It was such a beautiful, beautiful ceremony, very powerful. She said that she couldn't do it without us, this community. She couldn't do it. And that she was here to serve us, as we are really holding her up as well. And today, Reverend Tracy's going to talk about these endless possibilities like the sky that we carry within us and that are surrounding us. We're swimming in a sea of possibilities, people. We are it. And yet, when we are like the Leo, as Nisa was saying, when we shine like Leo on one another, we can be so much more of those possibilities. So in this song, Ricky talks about that, and I just love the words of it, so. And I would invite any of you, if you want to start singing along at any point, please do. Sometimes that makes it more powerful for you and for me. My wings were heavy, I could not fly. I was haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. Love was there, I could not see it, so the voice of salvation came shining through you, and you sang, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. And the sky of my mind was lightning and thunder. I never could trust it would finally be right. There's in your eyes said, don't worry, don't wonder. Sang me a song of the truth once again, and you sang, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. If your wings are heavy and you cannot fly, you're haunted by dreams that were meant to come true. God is right there, you just have to see it. Let the voice of salvation come shining through you. And you were singing, God is all there is. God is all there will ever be. God is all there is. God is all there will ever be again. God is all there is. God is all there will
Thank you. Fabulous. Oh. Oh, you know, I felt something. It's a half of something. Oh, it's the panel off my mic. Yeah. All right, I'm just going to set it down and trust. We have a little reverb. We're a little too loud up here. Thank you. Is that a little better? Better now? Okay. Good morning. What a great way to start. There's the lighter. We're going to light our candle. And you know, we've been talking about sky, shore, and sea this month, so we're lighting the candle today for the pearl divers and the beachcombers in all of us. Okay, now come on, it's a new one. That's the lock. You just need it on flamethrower setting. Come on. We got it. The pearl divers and the beachcombers, the ones who seek and find the treasure, which is really who we all are. We're always looking for that which is valuable. Some of us look for very shiny things because they make us laugh or smile. We're looking for what we value, and we find it in the depths of our soul, and we find it on the shoreline where they sparkle through the sand, little treasures that we discover in each other or in our circumstances, and we find them in the sky when we look for the light. So the title today is "The Sky is the Sky Wherever You Go." And it's about this idea that there are lessons to be learned from the sky, just as we do from the metaphor of the ocean, the living waters, the sea, the mountains, the shoreline itself. The ancients believed that the sky was a hard dome holding in all of life. But what we know now is that it's not a fixed boundary. It's not a limit. It's an infinite illusion of space, which contains all that is. It's an overarching cover, but it is not a hard surface. And every time we look up, we discover possibilities. We discover a vast array of things we cannot see if we are only looking at the ground or only looking at the problem. So the sky, when you think about it, is kind of a backdrop for light, right? It holds the light of the sun or the moon or the stars. It's what illuminates us. Nisa's reading today was perfect. It used all those words in different sentences. So I appreciate that. It's this idea that the source of the light that we rely on for life comes from the sky, comes from what's in the sky, comes from what is part of the purpose of the heavens. Now, when I was writing out my notes for this talk, I wrote also that the sky is where the wind blows. Now, with my handwriting, it's pretty angular, so when I went back and reread that sentence, what I read was, the sky is where the mind moves. That W and that M, ooh, that's what I said. Okay, so if you ever want to know if Spirit speaks through you, there it is right there. So we talk about mind and science of mind in religious science as consciousness, right? And the sky is the environment in which the wind is blowing, but our consciousness is the environment from which we live our lives. It's what we allow in and out of our minds, what we allow to pass by, what we try to hang on to, that determines the shape of the circumstances that we live, the emotions that we feel. So this consciousness, if you think about it like the sky, it is the sky wherever you go. It is the same. The consciousness that we are is an all-enveloping consciousness. It is one mind. It is one life that is in and as us. We're not separate from it. We are part of this environment that we live in. If you've ever had a long-distance relationship, maybe you said to someone, I know we're apart for now, but if you go out at night and look at the moon, we'll be looking at the same moon. Right? It's the same sky. No matter where we are standing on it at any given moment, what our daily life looks like, there is an overarching substance that is consistent for all of us, that we are all underneath, a part of, wrapped up in. Excuse me. Konrad Adenauer said, we all live under the same sky, but we don't all have the same horizon. We don't all see things the same way. We don't see the horizon as close or as far as someone else. What is the horizon but a perceived boundary? Just like those ancients thinking that the sky was a dome that ended, that life ended where it was. The horizon itself is an illusion. It's an optical illusion. It's the way in which we see. So wherever we are standing, we have a view of the world. We have a view of the ocean, the sky, the landscape, the people. But it's not the same for any two of us. It's always unique to us. One life, different perspectives. What that means is our perspective can change. We can change the way we see things. We can understand what we are seeing in a different way. We can learn from each other. Now, this whole image of flying, it's good, you know. When Spirit puts things together, it's just amazing. You know, I send out that little summary, and Nisa picks a reading, and Drac picks a song, and you practically did my talk for me. It's lovely. I appreciate that. Flying free. You know, there are times when we feel earthbound. So when we imagine flying, I'm sure you did as kids, right? You were sure you could fly. It's about freedom, being untethered, just flying high and away, usually away from someone or something, right? It's effortless. It's effortless. That's part of the appeal of being able to float on the breeze. And it gives us a different view of life from that higher perspective. I think that is a reminder to us to look up, that we really need to remember when we're looking to solve a problem or deal with an issue, that looking up physically and mentally and spiritually opens us up. So I want you to think of something that you are struggling with, something that isn't resolved yet, something that weighs on you, something that just feels like unfinished business. And I want you to look at the ground and think about that issue and really feel it in your body, what the struggle is, what the obstacles are, why it's not resolved yet, what you want to get done that's not done, and just feel that in your body. And then I want you to look up and I want you just to look out. And as you look out, I want you to think of that same issue. Again, what are the obstacles? What isn't resolved yet? What do you need to do? And I want you to notice if it shifts where you feel it. If your thinking is a little different. And now the same thing again, but this time look up. You don't even have to see the sky. Just look up at where the wall meets the ceiling, or look up at these beautiful wood beams. And feel into this issue, whatever it is that's weighing on you, and see where and how you feel it in your body. And I know what I notice, you can come back to earth now. What I notice is that the first thing that happens when I look up is I take a deeper breath. And that is because physically we have opened ourselves up. And we are this human being that we are all interconnected. If we open up our physical self, we also open up our minds. We also open up our hearts. We are open at the top, which is what Science of Mind teaches, because that's where the possibilities are. That's where the newness is. And what happens is we end up thinking or being open to possibilities. See, when we look straight ahead, we're working with what we already know. which is valuable, but it's limited. It's limited to the way we think right this minute. And so even as we try to figure out who we should call or who might know or what our resource might be or what my next step, we're struggling a little bit. We're swirling with the issue. When we look down, we're just downright stuck. We are literally in the depths of it. It's very hard to move when you are only looking down. And we know that's true just in speaking. If our words are negative, if we are always bringing ourselves down, we have no energy to do anything differently. If we are constantly pushing ahead, looking, searching, fighting, striving, we wear ourselves out. When we take the time to go into that spiritual realm, when we go into the place within us that knows, when we open ourselves up to something greater than we are, then we can use that power. There is no struggle. There is no heaviness. It's simply a matter of allowing what the next step is to surface, allowing ourselves the time to see what shows up that's right for us. We look out here, we're distracted by everything and everybody and what everybody else thinks we should do. It's funny how they all have opinions too. But looking up, it's just us and that spiritual nature that we already are. When we think about the possibilities of the sky, we are actually talking about the vastness that is within our own spirit. That what is out here is in here. That sky is also within me. In the book, The Little Prince, where'd it go? There it is. Look up at the sky and you'll see how everything changes. Right? Right? And the thing is, we're the sky. Everything else, Pema Chodron says, everything else is just weather. Oh, yeah, see, that's a good one, huh? We are the sky, everything else is just weather. If that metaphor doesn't work for you, try this one. We're the movie screen. There's a movie playing. We forget we can change the movie. We can switch mid-reel and do something different or live some other aspect of life. We don't have to stay with that particular story. But we are the sky, not the weather. Teddy Roosevelt, during the toughest time of his administration, had a certain practice. At the end of a hard day, he would gather his staff and they would all walk outside. And he would search the night sky until he found the great square of Pegasus. And he always said the same thing. He said, "This is the spiral galaxy in Andromeda. It is as large as our Milky Way. It is one of 100 million galaxies. It consists of 100 billion suns, even larger than our own." And then he would smile and say, "Now I think we can handle our problems. Let's go to bed." It's about perspective. It's about remembering that we are part of something, a life that is larger than we are. And as Ernest Holmes says, that's a power we can use. He knew that if he kept his bearings, the grand potential of this nation and the world would be fulfilled. He knew that once our consciousness shifted from a feeling of separateness to one of wholeness and inclusion, that our vast genius would serve the growth of ourselves and our planet. So you see, taking a larger perspective on life, changing the viewpoint that we have of our horizon or of our daily life, gives us a way to keep moving, to keep living, to be more expansive rather than constricting in on ourselves, getting tight, getting angry, getting fearful, feeling helpless, feeling overwhelmed. That when we consciously choose to open our hearts, open our minds, be available to life, we find new ways of living life. And that, in turn, sparks each of us in our own way into a more creative expression. because you get an idea and it comes with its own energy. Something new shows up and it generates a spark in you. We meet someone new and suddenly we've decided it's okay to get a couple things done that we've been putting off forever just because afterwards we're going to go have coffee or whatever. It doesn't matter what the whatever is. What matters is that we are open, that we look at possibilities, that we stay available to life in a greater way. So I looked up the word sky, because you know this is what I do, and I was really surprised. So yes, there is a definition that says the region of clouds. But the root of the word also means cloud or heaven. It also means shadow or mirror. How can one word go all these different directions? It also means firmament. Now, I always thought, that's a nice biblical word, I always thought firmament meant the earth. Well, it depends on if you're reading the Old Testament or the New Testament, because they were translated differently from the same Hebrew word. The Hebrew word, rakia, means arch of heavens and floor of earth. So in the Old Testament, it was the heavens. In the New Testament, or vice versa, I forget which, it was mistranslated into making something firm or solid. In other words, the earth. Support, strengthening, enduring, steadfast. Okay, so it means everything. Sky means everything, right? It's the environment of life. Because when you think about it again, sky, shore, sea, that's what we're talking about this month, air, earth, and water, that's the environment of life. That's the life within us. That's the life, that's what it takes to sustain life as we know it. The life of the planet, it's everything. And it's greater than we are. It's our environment. It's our life. It is all of it. And if it's consciousness, if it's mind, then the environment of life, the consciousness that we are, there's room for everything. You know, those Buddhist meditators, they have something. They say, you know, what's meditation? Yes, everything is going on. We're up and down. We're all over the map. But if we calm our minds and let the thoughts just flow by, like the clouds in the sky, don't hang on to them, just watch them go by. Buddha said, develop a mind that is vast like space, where experiences both pleasant and unpleasant can appear and disappear without conflict, struggle, or harm. Rest in a mind like vast sky. You see, when there's enough room for us to be fully human, it doesn't have to lead to conflict. It doesn't have to lead to division. There's room for it to simply move through. This too shall pass. All that I am is part of this larger truth in my mind and outside in the world. Thoreau reminds us that as the skies appear to each of us, so is our mind. Some see only clouds there, some omens and portents, some rarely look up at all. Their heads are directed toward earth. Some behold there serenity, purity, beauty ineffable. So beautiful we can't even name it. So whether we're looking in the sand for little treasures or shells or sparkly things, or we're diving deep into the ocean of our minds and souls to know something rich and sustaining and solving a mystery of life, or whether we're looking at the sky for that infinite possibilities, there is a panorama to see beyond what we see in the world, beyond that. I think the spiritual practice is to be willing to be quiet long enough to let that clarity become where you are. Right? How many of you, I've tried meditation a couple times. It doesn't work for me. I can't sit still. Might be why you need meditation. Just a thought. Right? If we do, think about when you go on vacation and maybe you do go to the mountains or to the beach or wherever you go, that's your happy place. The part that's not all about the activities, the tours and the snowboarding and the whatever else you're going to, the part where you just sit with your cup of hot chocolate or your adult beverage with an umbrella in it or whatever it is, you just sit and be in that place. And the change in the way your mind works as you slowly slow down. That peace is available to all of us. And if we are to use that, we must practice being there, right? Because someone who practices can be calm in the midst of chaos, can be peaceful when there's an argument going on in the next room. That is the person who brings the light into that argument or into that place of decision-making or choice-making. We are that light. It does shine from us. But wouldn't it be nice if it were on all the time because we practiced instead of having to go find it? It's really hard to find things when it's noisy. You do that, right? You turn the radio down when you're looking for an address? I'm the only one? Yeah, I hear you giggling in the back row. I hear you. Clearing our minds creates space. Looking at the sky creates space for new ideas, for new possibilities, for a new way forward, because there is always a way forward. We're the sky, not the weather. I want to close with a quote from Anne Frank. She says, "I feel the suffering of millions, and yet, when I look up at the sky, I somehow feel that everything will change for the better, that this cruelty too shall end, that peace and tranquility will return once more." Words to live by. Namaste. Let's take a moment in prayer, shall we? Breathing into that heart center. Recognizing the divine spark that lives within. Allowing that spark to grow brighter, to illuminate all that we are. Seeing ourselves from within as light, as love, as peace. Knowing this to be the truth of life, the essence of the energy that is the all in all, the consciousness of the one mind. I radiate that light, that love, that peace beyond my physical form, into this room and beyond these walls. I carry with me that divine spark that can never be extinguished, that simply burns bright no matter what. And I speak my word for a clarity of purpose, for a clear sky that allows all that I am to simply move through and as me easily, effortlessly, trustingly. For this sky of possibilities lives within. This infinite potential of life is me. It's everyone I meet. And there is truly room for all when love and light are present. And that light illuminates the darkness of anyone or anything. That light always expands, shines, brings to the surface that which is to be healed, and the love that I am is there for the healing. And so who I am is a beneficial presence in this world, in my world, in the greater world. Every moment I spend within impossibility is a moment that the world sees more possibility. And as I know it for myself, I see it in others. And together we rise up. Together we shine a brighter light. Together we are that power which is greater than we are, and yet through and as each of us. And for this I am grateful. So very grateful for the good that is, the good that I am, the good that I see, the good that I create. How grateful I am for the love that I am, the love that we are together, the love that holds all wounded souls and allows for healing. And how grateful I am for the sun and the sky and the sea, the light and the mountains and the moon, and the healing power that we have when we stand as spirit. For truly, the world needs us now, and we are here. And it is good and very good, for it is truly all God, in, through, and as each one of us, and so it is. I invite you to join me in our affirmation, which is in your bulletin. And if you will repeat after me, please. I look to the sky and see the vast possibilities of life. I look within and see the same vast sky. And so it is. All right, let's welcome Drac back to the piano.
Always mix up when it's on and off. Does it go up or down? This piece that I'm going to play, I've played it before, so I usually do a repeat, along with something different each Sunday. This one's called Inspiration. I composed it years ago. And I picked this one because when I play it personally, I feel a sense of expansiveness, which is why I got the name Inspiration in the first place. I really feel that. It's like looking out and just feeling so excited about everything, all this potential that's just getting ready to unfold. I just love that feeling. So.
How delightful. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so let's invite our ushers to come forward, please. And know that as we celebrate this spiritual home that we have, that we all contribute to its health and well-being by contributing our time, our talents, our treasure. And know with me that we cannot outgive God, that what we give always returns to us multiplied. So I invite you to say with me our prosperity affirmation. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. And that is our truth. And no, we will not sing that song without accompaniment. So everybody just hum it to yourself. That's fine. That's okay. Take a week off. I'm okay with that. All right, we have all kinds of things going on. I want to first acknowledge that our flowers this week are compliments of Nisa Burrows. Thank you, Nisa, for a bright spot of summertime up here. I was at the Orange County Fair this last week, and we accidentally stumbled into the flower arrangement display where they have, and sometimes they're just blooms that are, the biggest dahlias you've ever seen or whatever. They probably had 16 shades of yellow in sunflowers. All different kinds of sunflowers were in this one category. Like this dark color, and then this fake-looking color, the pale color as well, but really just stunning. So if you need a little nature in your life, for seniors, it's only $9 to go to the fair. For the rest of you, it's $13. I think you can do that. What was that? 60 and up. Sorry, 13 for you. It was very fun, and there's baby pigs, so what's not to love about that. That's not what we're talking about right now, though. Right now, we're talking about what's going on at the center. We will still have Wednesday meditation. Nisa has. There are people that come in from elsewhere that will dial in, but for those of you that are here, you may want to consider Wednesday night coming to our joint presentation with Unity. We're doing not really a workshop, it's a prayer circle for sharing and support and prayer. It's an interfaith presentation, giving us a place to share where we are in this crazy world we find ourselves in right now, and get support for that, and to walk away with resources, walk away with people you can call if you need help for something, or you have friends that need your help. But it's really, first and foremost, a place to come together and speak where you are with everything that's going on. Because I know for most of us, we are carrying a lot. We come here, we talk about the world one way, and we walk out these doors, and it doesn't always look like that. In fact, it doesn't look like that at all in a lot of places. And so having a place to reconcile, having a place to integrate where we find ourselves, what we know to be true, and what action we can take, putting our love, putting our philosophy into action. That's what this Wednesday night's about. It's at 6 o'clock. It'll probably be 90 minutes. And I invite you to come, bring your friends. It's, like I said, it's an interfaith presentation. It's not just any one thing. It's really wherever we are, there's room. So do come. Flyers in the back if you'd like to take one. Coming up in August, Unity is offering us an opportunity to play with them. They're making these spiritual banners. So the banners you see around the room are all handmade. And it's 2 weeks. It's the August 10th and August 17th at 2:45 in the afternoon. That's a Sunday after their service. There will be all the materials you need to make banners. So if you would like to make a banner and you are arts and crafts deprived, this is a good way to do it. You come with friends and they walk you through it, and it looks lovely, and we all have fun with colors. Who doesn't like shiny, sparkly things? I do. All right, so I said Sunday. It's Saturdays in August, the 10th and the 17th. Are those Saturdays? 2-9? No, those are Sundays. Those are Sundays. It's Sunday. There's a flyer in the back. The flyer should say Sunday. Anyway, do come. It'll be fun. And notice, I have a note here that said it's great for both artists and non-artists. So if you consider yourself a non-artist, this is still a good workshop for you. Okay. Yeah, sign-up sheet is in the back. We are also advertising for our vocalist Tina Meeks, that is here frequently, right? You know Tina. She and a few friends are doing a concert at CSL in Covina. And so this will be August 6th, which is a Wednesday night, and it's at 6 p.m. And some of us went to the one that she did prior, last year, I think it was. Amazing, you know, her voice is amazing anyway, and we get to hear 2 songs. Well, she gets up on stage, you know, and there's a whole bunch more to that girl and what she can sing. Plus, she has a few other vocalists performing with her. So we're going to go August 6th at 6 o'clock, Sanctuary for Spiritual Living in Covina. And again, there's a flyer in the back if you would like to go. That should be a lot of fun. All right. Let's see. I think, just a little mention. We had the most fabulous time yesterday, didn't we? We ordained one of our own. Miss Mary, Reverend Marianne Cordova-Breen, is now fully ordained, which means she's a minister for life. You can't get rid of her, okay? It's a done deal. And you know, one of the things that many different people said in many different ways is that when you become a minister, you are really just affirming the life you're already living. And that living a spiritual life can go by many names, but in this particular one, it's Centers for Spiritual Living, fully ordained, and we are just so happy for you and so blessed by you. So, yes, thank you. That's right, we do. And it was a fabulous party. Yes. We had over 60 people. I couldn't quite get an exact count because people kept moving. but we had close to 70 people at the service, yeah. All right, anything else? Yes?
There's a drum circle next Saturday for those of you who are...
Oh, coming up. I didn't get that in here, yeah.
The first Saturday of every month.
Right.
They have a more contemplative download kind of a 2 o'clock one, and then at 3 it starts getting crazy, really. The leader, Frank, is awesome.
Yep.
That's from 3 to 5.
Yep, and you can bring your own instruments, or you can just show up.
Or just show up.
Yeah, everything's here to play.
Makes a big old circle, and chairs are all around it, and Billy has all these different drums and percussion instruments. You just pick one out.
Lot of fun. Right,
Right, first Saturday. Yes, Lisa.
Reiki on the third Saturday
Yep.
of
Yep.
each month.
Yeah.
Here,
Yes, so Reiki also, we have it, I don't have it on this list, but it will be in the e-blast. Third Saturday of the month, 1 o'clock here in the chapel. Again, it's a lovely gift to give yourself to be served by a Reiki master. It's just an energetic love fest, and very well worth your time.
Right.
If you have questions or would like to ask some questions, talk to Sue. She's in the front row. She'd be happy to tell you more about it. All right, anything else?
Oh, and I forgot to mention, the drum circle is here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's in the chapel. Yeah, the drum circle's here.
Right.
Right.
Okay,
all right, let's do this. Let's stand up,
move
move
to the sides, and sing a little bit and have snacks.
Take a look at the person next to you and say, God loves you and I love you too. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, 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 we come together in the name of love. From every walk of life, every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite. In honor of the God in each other, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together in the name of love. We come together, 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 we come together in the name of love. I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom from yesterday.